Okay, it is day 356 of 2023, and it's show and tell day for my Romjul collection. Hi, I'm Sarah from Green Goat Ranch, maker of fluffy fibers and consumer of nerdy fandoms. Welcome to the channel. Romjul is a Scandinavian tradition from Christmas to New Year's. It's a time for relaxing and being with family. It's after all the hustle and bustle of cooking dinners and wrapping presents. And it's really a time to take off from work and be with your family and enjoy the holiday season. My fiber collection is inspired by some of my memories and things that are near and dear to me during the holiday season and through the winter. So I'd like to share that with you. The first color of the collection is reindeer. Reindeer have always been magical and flying and huge. They're one of my favorite parts of the Christmas tradition is the reindeer flying and leading Santa's sleigh. As a kid, like infant, my parents took me and my brother to a park that was the North Pole, and there were what I thought were reindeer. They were just regular deer that we could feed and pet, but my dad told us they were reindeer, and of course I believed that they were magical reindeer that were gonna grow up and be part of Santa's entourage. And this color is inspired by that magical whimsy of childhood and how you can take simple things and turn them into magic and keep that magic forever. Inspired by the reindeer, I created a plying pair and a bat set. This is the reindeer plying pair, which has a warm brown braid and a cool brown braid. These are both Rambouillet wool. And a fiber bat. This one, the warm brown is a gradient for the base, and that's Rambouillet wool. And on top are silks and nylon and fire star and all of the cool brown colors. So that's reindeer. Treat Tree is inspired by the Scandinavian tradition of leaving a bushel or like bunch of hay out for the wild birds on Christmas or Christmas Eve. When I was a kid, we would string up popcorn and dried raisins or whatever dried fruit we had, and we would decorate a tree outside for all the wild animals, not just the birds, but you know, the deer and the chipmunks and whatever was passing through. And now that I have my farm, we definitely give all the animals extra treats, not just on Christmas, but all winter long. And that's where the Treat Tree inspiration came from. This Treat Tree colorway is probably my favorite of the collection. It's a little early to tell, but let me know what you think. So here is the plying pair. It is 2 braids of Rambouillet wool. The first is a gradient of evergreen, and the second is really warm yellows and oranges and reds to decorate that tree with. And here's the bat. I think the bat's my favorite, that's why. So you have the evergreen gradient base on the Rambouillet wool, and then on top is all the silk. The silk is still the evergreen colors, but then there's nylon and Firestar, that's all your warm yellow and orange, and the red is the Firestar to really stand out. I love this one. I think I need to spin one. So that is Treat Tree. Ice skating is my favorite winter sport, other than like tubing. Those are the only two things you'll catch me doing in the winter. Otherwise, I like to be in where it's warm and cozy. But ice skating is really enjoyable. I get my love for it from my mom. We both have really good balance, and ice skating is just really natural to us. And I found out that we both get that from my grandfather. He apparently was known for not just ice skating, but he would speed skate, he would jump barrels, and that's just really cool. I am not that good. Maybe I can skate backwards. That's the extent of my ice skating abilities, but I love gliding on the ice. It's like flying, but I'm scared of heights, so it's flying but not being high up in the air. So the next colorway is ice skating. Let's start with the ice skating flying pair. This is a merino and viscose base for the icy blue gradient braid. So it's that really like wintry blue and the bits of white viscose in there, paired with a rambouillet braid in like mauvey soft pinks. Really delicate ice skating vibes here. And the accompanying bat has a rambouillet gradient wool base with that icy blue tone. And on top is the silky pinks and nylon mauve and white viscose on top. So that's ice skating. Krumkagger is the inspiration for my next colorway. So Krumkagger is a Norwegian waffle cookie that's shaped like a cone. I had no idea what it was until I married into Andy's family, and their Christmas Eve party every year has a lot of traditional Norwegian foods, and Krumkagger is one of them. We eat it just plain, but you can fill it with whipped cream or berries, but we just eat it as is, and it wouldn't be a Christmas Eve party without our Krumkagger. One year, Andy's cousin taught me how to make Krumkagger, and it's made on a flat iron. And after the cookie bakes and is still hot, you wrap it around a wooden cone shape and it cools on the cone, keeping the cone shape. So it took me a couple of years of him trying to teach me how to make it, but I finally perfected it. And it's definitely one of those fun traditions to pass down. All right, the Krumkagger flying pair has a rambouillet base that's a gradient caramel brown, and the other pair is this is the merino wool viscose braid, and it's in trying to get the glare off of it. It's like a chocolatey brown into like a ruby chocolate, really kind of decadent with the viscose being like a powdered sugar. And then the bat, that same gradient caramel Rambouillet base with the different chocolatey browns and ruby chocolate on top, and the white viscose on top. From Cugger. The next color is Village. This is inspired by the Christmas village under our Christmas tree. Growing up, it was not Christmas unless the village was up under the Christmas tree. And this was something I would do every year with my dad. We would set up all the little houses and the skating pond on the mirror and everything under the Christmas tree. And then at night we would turn off all the lights in the house except for the Christmas tree lights, and we would lay on the floor and stare at the village under the tree and make up stories about, you know, what the ice skaters were doing and the person walking home with their Christmas packages, and would really make it come to life. So that's the inspiration for my village colorway. The Village Flying Pear has this deep gradient blue base to it, really deep wintry blue tones, and it's paired with a warm Rambouillet braid of reds and oranges and a little bit of yellow. That's the warmth, the little village houses and the people and the lights. And as a fiber bat, has that wintry blue gradient Rambouillet base, and on top is all the warm colors, all your red and orange nylon, and then the yellow is the fire star. So that is Village. The last color in my Romjul collection is Bonfire. Bonfires burn through the night, sometimes on the solstice or New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, usually that like darkest time of year. This tradition is also brought into like the Yule log and the burning of the Yule log during this dark time of year. But it's that bringing in that warmth and light. My husband Andy loves a bonfire. He does it all the time, not all the time, but every month or two he'll have a bonfire in the backyard and have friends and family and drink and tell stories and just enjoy company together around the fire. So that is what the bonfire is inspired by. For the bonfire plying pair, I started with a gray tweed wool to be like the ashes and embers, and then the fiery Rambouillet braid of red, orange, and yellow to be the fire. I can't wait to spin one of these up. I love the contrast in this one. And the bat has that gray wool tweed base, and on top is yellow and orange in all the silk, the nylon, the sparkle, and on the top is like a deep brown bamboo. So that is Bonfire. I hope you enjoyed seeing the entire Romjul collection, and I hope you enjoy your Romjul and the quiet time from now through New Year's, and quiet down, slow down, spend time with friends and family, and just enjoy things. I'm really looking forward to the new year. I have a new twist on my midwinter collection coming up. I also have plans for a very emo Valentine's, and I've started preparations for the spring musical. So you'll want to stay tuned for all of that in the new year. Until then, may your fibers be fluffy and your bobbins full. I'll see you in the next one.